Snow White. Once upon a time there was a bad queen. She had a magic mirror. Every day the mirror said, "You are the prettiest of all." But one day the mirror said, "Snow White, your stepdaughter, is prettier than you." The wicked queen told the hunter to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. The hunter was a kind man. He couldn't kill Snow White. He left the girl in the forest and walked away. Snow White was afraid. Luckily, many friendly animals lived in the forest. There was a deer, an owl, a hare, and a squirrel. "Don't be afraid," they said. "Follow the hare to the dwarf's house. You'll be safe there." Snow White reached the dwarf's house. It was a small hut with a tiny table, tiny chairs, and 7 little beds. "What a lovely place," Snow White said. She was tired and sleepy, so she lay down on the beds and fell asleep. Suddenly the dwarfs came home. "What's this? Who is on our beds? Isn't she beautiful? Shh, let her sleep." When Snow White woke up, she told the dwarfs her story. The dwarfs said, "Snow White, stay with us." Every morning they went to work in the mine, and Snow White cleaned the kitchen, swept the floor, and made dinner. They were all very happy together. But the magic mirror told the bad queen that Snow White was living in the dwarf's house. The queen dressed up as an old woman and went into the forest. She found the hut and gave Snow White a poisoned apple. The princess took a bite and fell to the ground. Poor Snow White was under the queen's spell. She couldn't wake up. The dwarfs sat by her and cried. Suddenly a young prince rode up on a horse. He saw Snow White and kissed her beautiful face. The girl opened her eyes and looked at the prince. "This must be love," she thought. Soon they got married and lived happily ever after.